assume that's the bar I'm supposed to get. They were supposed to bring it to my place, but they brought it to this elevator that's like a 15-mile drive for me, so that was convenient. I'll get her. Then we get closer to home. This gun is wide. How many is there? I know there's 15 total, but I don't know how many wide it is. Plenty wide though. Luckily I haven't had any traffic, so. Uh-oh, traffic. This is not the bar that I usually use. Usually I just use one of them Blue Jet bars or whatever the heck they are. But I like to use N-Serve, and this one has N-Serve injection on it. That's what that tank is for. So, I don't know, it's gonna get interesting. It's the first time I've ever used one of them. Usually they just put it in the tank for me, so we'll see how it goes. The bad part is I was gonna do a fair amount of acres, but they won't even sell me the anhydrous, so can only use as much as we used last year, which wasn't much, unfortunately. Oh well, we'll get some on anyways. Got some of the miles of wire. Gee, cripes, this is ridiculous. And I drove to the one place to get the bar that's about 15 miles away. No N-Serve in the tank. Now I gotta drive this SOB down, I don't know what it is, 8 miles to another location to get N-Serve in the tank. Getting really aggravated. It was not worth it. Just about done with this little field here, but about 5 feet in, I had a hose blow on the N-Serve, so, and it broke a fitting, and I don't have it, and they don't have it, so I guess we're not putting on N-Serve, so all that dinking around for nothing. It's getting ridiculous. Gotta love it, I guess, right? Well, this little piece has not been worked for many, many years. So it is, it's pulling hard to say the least. But it's probably the only tillage it's gonna get. I mean, just putting this on. So we might bump it over, come on now. Planning on planting corn right into here. It's my plan anyways, just because there's a lot of rocks and it's highly erodible ground. So, yeah. You can see over the years, there used to be a fence there, so you can see how eroded that is. Where the fence has caught dirt and whatever else coming from, probably from that hill. It's probably where that dirt should be dragged back up through. Yeah. Oh, the joys of rocks. Breaks the bolt and then it always breaks the hose off too. Didn't make it too far before I noticed it. I don't know. I'm probably going way too deep. But, you know. Whatever. A couple of units that were walking their way out of. This one was walking that way, and that one obviously was walking that way, so it was way off. But seems to do a pretty nice job. We're just out here crawling along. Logan is down there, but I can't see him. I can't zoom, so. Putting on 135 was, that's all I'm allocated, so well, got more acres of corn here than we did last year, so not by much, but I'm not paying $1,450 a ton for whatever we run over, so I'm gonna put on less, and hopefully everything will calm down. Put on some more 32 or something. We're trying to get by with that. That'll probably be enough anyways. I don't know. Nitrogen's one of those things you don't know that you're short until it's too late. So always got to put some on anyways. Trying something different. Now maybe you can see them. Drier, but it's honestly, it's pretty good. It's just, I don't know, it's expensive as this stuff is. Want to make sure it seals up good, so not gonna hurt to go a little deeper. It's just gonna burn more fuel, take more time, but it'll be all right. Does a pretty good job though, I must say. I don't know if everything's set 100%. A few of those coulters look like they could be going deeper. Sometimes it's not that big a deal, but like that row where it gets in a tire track, if it throw a little more dirt, I can see where that tire track is. Every once in a while I see a little smoke coming out. It's not sealing quite as good there, but I ripped these rows in the middle here. This is where we drove the truck all the time. Should have dissed it. It's pretty rough. Now you can see Logan's lights over there anyways. Process 4 miles an hour. We'll get her. A few hours, I'll have this one done. $270 a ton. Put it in perspective, I think last year it was a little over 400, if I remember right. We didn't put that much on last year. I've been using mainly 32% nitrogen. But so they basically allotted me the same amount that we used last year. But we got on this farm we got a few more acres than we had last year. So anything that I go over what I used last year, the amount of tons, is $1,450 a ton. So that's why I'm only putting on 135 units, because I do not want to pay that kind of price. I'm hoping by next spring some of this stuff is turned around, because I have quite a bit more to put on. You know, my plan was to put on quite a bit more anhydrous this year, just because at the time it was cheaper, but I didn't get the price locked in because they wanted basically 100% down payment. And being as I'm share crop, it's kind of hard to get landlords to break out their checkbook when we hadn't even harvested the crop that we had in the field. So I screwed up, but we'll see how it shakes out.